This section of the DevTrack product expert training will cover Agile Planning with DevTrack. Topics covered under this section are creating user stories, backlog planning, admin settings for methodology support. User stories in DevTrack can be created in two ways. First, by creating user stories from existing specifications, and second, by creating standalone stories in DevTrack. To create user stories from specifications, select the related specification from the DevSpec project. You can do this by selecting New Story from Spec option found in the Actions menu. Now select the related specification by navigating to the correct DevSpec project. Once linked, a story with the same name along with some default tasks will be created. User can then drag and drop this newly created story to the sprint cycle. If the user chooses to skip the release backlog, he can create and assign user stories directly to the sprint cycle as well. User can choose to create standalone stories in the sprint cycle, in the release backlog, or in the product backlog. The creation process remains the same. Users can then add quick tasks to the story by selecting the Add Quick Task option from the menu. Based on implementation modules configured in the admin, selected tasks will be added to the story. DevTrack supports three types of backlogs, namely product backlog, release backlog, and sprint backlog. Users can choose to disable the product and the release backlog from the admin, but it is recommended to at least use the product backlog for efficient planning. Each backlog can be further broken down into multiple folders for better understanding. During release and sprint planning, users can easily drag and drop stories and tasks from one backlog space to another. User can also link and unlink an entire product backlog folder to the release backlog folder and vice versa. This can be done through the Space Links tab found in the Project Property dialog box. All the methodology related fields can be controlled from the admin panel. These options can be found under Project Settings, Methodology Support. User has the flexibility to change the default terminology to suit their organization's terminology. We recommend you to keep the naming convention as related as possible to the methodology in use. As mentioned earlier, users can enable disable backlogs and other features from the backlog support settings. Lastly, the user can add new task types and edit the existing ones through the implementation module settings. This concludes the quick demonstration on how users can efficiently perform Agile Planning with DevTrack. For more information, contact info@techexcel.com or call us at 800-439-7782. Thank you.